all the little robins have come out. Look how cute they are. Hello and welcome everyone. In today's video, I'm going to be adding to this little book that I'm working on. It's a book of flowers. So far I have 4 pages made. And today I'm going to be working on another one. This is just a kitchen towel that I picked up from the dollar store and I backed it with felt. And that's what I'm going to be working on today. So I'm going to be working with little circles, and I chose a fabric that had some color on the wrong side as well, because what I want to do with these circles is I'm going to fold them not exactly in half. I want them to overlap like this. So when I fold them, I have a really pretty sort of ruffle effect. I think I could even move that down a little bit more. And depending on how you fold it, you'll achieve a different look. So if I make sure I'm putting that point right in the middle, it looks like this. If I move this over a little bit, there's a bit of a different look. So just play around with it, see how you like it. And so I'm going to cut however many circles I can out of this piece, and that will determine how many flowers will be on my page. And then I'm just going to tack them down in the corner, and then I'll start working on some stems probably. So let me cut the circles and I'll be right back. I was able to get 5 circles out of that piece of fabric, and I've gone ahead and made some marks on my page so I know where I want my flowers to be. So I have 2 circles that are a little bit different in color than the other 3, so I think I'll put those here and here. And then these 3 can be like that. So that's a little bit off center. And actually, I really like the look of this. So I'm going to go with that. And I just have this little scrap of purple thread that I'm going to use to attach right here at the point. So will that hold together? That's the question. Maybe what I can do, I'm thinking of adding a little stitch on the inside, but I don't want it to be super flat. Let's give it a try and see what it looks like. I'll just come up inside right here and make one tiny stitch. maybe I should iron it. What do you think? Then it will be flat, but maybe I like it that way. Let's try it and see. Yes, that's pretty good. I like it. So I'm just going to repeat that for the rest of the circles and I will return. As I was attaching these little flowers, I was thinking it might be really pretty to have some kind of gold thread coming out from somewhere. So I'm going to go with this. I got this at Michael's, but I'm sure you can find it in other places. And I don't know if I want it to come out from here or here. Probably here, then we'll see more of it, right? Do I want just one stitch? Do I want multiple stitches? There's really only one way to decide, and that is to get started, see what it looks like, and then choose to either have one stitch or multiple stitches based on what it looks like. So I'm just going to come up through the bottom, they might be nice if they're longer than the flower. Do I want to do a pistil stitch or no? Okay, let's do this. And then, so a pistil stitch is basically just a stitch like this with a little sort of French knot on the top, but you do it all in one stitch rather than making this and then a French knot. I'll show you because I think I actually do want that. Or you can just leave that stitch and then make the French knot if you want to have an extra step, but let's just do it this way. So just like as if we're making a French knot, I'll go around a couple times because I want it to be a little bit large. And then with a French knot, you would just go back in wherever you came out of. But in this case, we're just going back in all the way up here and then creating that little knot at the top. And I think that's really pretty. So now the question is, how many do I want? I kind of like to work in odd numbers. I mean, I like the way 2 looks as well, but should I add a third? Maybe I'll just do 2 and see if I like it. I can always come back and add a third stitch if I want to later. Maybe with this stitch I come out through the second layer. Yes? I'm wrapping around 3 times again, going in right up here. And well, that's not the most beautiful stitch, but it'll do. And I do like the way that looks. Now, you can see that this is lifting a little bit. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna go in right about here. And make a little stitch just to hold that other stitch in place. And I'll do it for this other one too. There we go, very pretty. So I'm actually liking the way it looks with just 2 little stitches there. So I'm gonna do that for the rest of them and I'll be back again. So now I'm gonna work on the stems and I'm just using a simple back stitch. I'm also adding some little swirly parts because I think that's cute. And I'm just going in with 4 strands of a green. This is something I got from Facebook Marketplace. So here we go. Simple back stitch. Of course, you could use a stem stitch or running stitch, whatever you like. To finish this piece, I'm just going to go ahead and add some seed beads, just like this. Picking up 3 beads. And I'm going right back in where I came out. So this bead here that's sticking up, I'm going to use that bead to attach this whole thing to the fabric, just like so. I'll show you that one more time. Very easy.